Hello, my name is Parker Johnson. I'm a student at Idaho State University majoring in physical education with an emphasis in exercise science. I'm a certified personal trainer and I will be attending athletic training school this summer. Following athletic training school, I will be attending physical therapy school with the goal of becoming a certified athletic trainer and also a doctor in physical therapy. This presentation is focused on dry cupping and the effects that it has on range of motion. Dry cupping is a controversial therapy method that is theorized to improve range of motion. Range of motion is important because it can improve body mechanics, which will reduce the likelihood of injury within an activity, or it can improve body mechanics after an injury and restore function to an individual. But before we get to what it can do, we should look back at the history of dry cupping. Dry cupping's history is a little bit cloudy and nobody knows quite where it originated, although it is often credited to ancient Chinese medicine. Throughout the ages, cupping has been said to unblock life forces with an individual, release evil, remove toxins, and even alter humors. Anecdotally, it had not become popular until Michael Phelps showed up with ladybug spots at the 2016 Olympics. After that, people started looking into what could cause those spots and also the effects of dry cupping on performance. Dry cupping comes in two general forms, either static or moving. Static involves the placement of a plastic or glass cup on top of the skin of an individual. There will be decompression to the cup, which will draw up the skin, fascia, and muscle underneath of it. The cup is left there and there is no movement allowed. Moving cup therapy is the same with the placement of a plastic or a glass cup and the decompression. Although the difference is that they will either move the cup proximally and distally along the muscle, or they will actively contract and elongate the targeted muscle underneath of the cup to give a moving sensation. The mild fascial decompression is theorized to increase blood flow, increase immune response, and stimulate mechanosensitive nerves such as Golgi tendon organs and muscle spindles, all which will result in increased range of motion. Since this is a controversial subject, I decided to look at the literature between static and moving cupping. I found that two of the four literatures on static cupping did not provide evidence to it improving range of motion, while the other two did. Meanwhile, all three of the literature that I found on moving cup therapy gave evidence to it increasing range of motion. While this is not an exhaustive research by all means, it does give a good indication that moving cupping therapy has more evidence to increasing range of motion. As a future athletic trainer and physical therapist, I will use this while directing my treatment patterns. Since moving cupping therapy has more evidence to its effectiveness in increasing range of motion, I will likely choose that. And since that is my likely choice, I included three different methods that they used in the literature, all differing in the amount of static cupping that they used, the active movement underneath the cup, the passive movement underneath the cup, and the sliding aspect of it that they used. With this information, I can, and along with me, many of my colleagues, will be able to correctly diagnose and prescribe treatment to improve the health of individuals.